I've always felt firmly rooted. My life has never really been what you might call novel. I was born in the UK, but my first language was Albanian. London is my home, but I'm often on the road, and today I have a privilege of traveling the world doing the job that I love. Last year, I lived in 33 cities in 20 countries and sang in 9 different languages. It turns out, thank you. It turns out my reading habits follow a similar pattern since we launched the Service 95 book club 3 years ago. 8 of my 33 monthly reads have been translation fiction. Just as importantly, these 33 books tell stories that span Japan, Korea, Nigeria, Colombia, the US, Mexico, Hungary, Norway, Af- Afghanistan, Poland, Ireland, Spain, the UK, French, Vietnam, and Australia. I read as much as time allows, and while some of the books I love become book club titles, others remain private passions. I'm a reader who loves to be immersed in a novel, and I mean really deeply in it. I when I read translated fiction, and some of you will recognize these scenes. I work the streets of Naples in the shoes of the young girl who is becoming aware that her future will be defined by her gender. I've borne witness to animals taking revenge on their hunters in rural Poland, or did they? I've gained wisdom I didn't know I needed from a pigeon on the balcony in Mexico City. And as the NATO rise, you can get anything bars in a pigeon. I've overheard a conversation between French rescue responders who decided to not to send help to Turkey drowning Islam seekers who believed they would find sanctuary on British soil. I felt the pain of the particularly lonely Olaf in Czechoslovakia. I've suffered heartbreak in 1960 Tokyo. I've been seeing my life flash before my eyes as I face a fire squad in Colombia. Just this year, I've met vegans in Albania. I thought I know everything about Albania, but it took a Bulgarian writer, a Bulgarian translator, a small British independent publisher, and an international prize for me to find this story. There really isn't anything quite like a book to understand a perspective of others, and translation fiction takes that even further because it's a version of an experience that's so universal and at the same time so unique. It's an antidote to ordering when I launched my book club. It was in a cozy cafe in London. It was a reading room in Delville Women's Prison. I was there with Gabby as part of the Books Unlocked program. Each year, the Booker Prize Foundation provides free Booker-nominated books to U.S. prisons and young offender institutions, and that also includes titles from international lists. One of the most insightful conversations about a book I've ever had was that morning in Donville. And I never forget that what one of the women share with the group that perhaps that if she read more books when she was younger, maybe she wouldn't be here now. That moment really brought it home to me that reading a book is often so much more than solitary activity. It can trigger a conversation that with a friend or like in a doubt will provide a way to share profile experience with the wider world. And a book club and a book club discussions is maybe the one occasion where you get even more out of your diary. Last year, winner of the International Book Prize was Heart Slam written by Banu Mustaq and translated by Deborah Parsi. We have a pleasure of hearing from Deborah shortly. In her acceptance speech, Banu said, "This book was born from the belief that no story is ever small, that in a tapestry, tapestry of human experience, every thread holds the weight of the whole. As the reader, I want to follow those threads of connection. What a joy is to read! What a joy is to read the world! Thank you to the International Booker Prize for giving us this gift. Join your local community of English learners absolutely free."